This episode of the Morning Skate is brought to you by Key Sparkling Water. Guys, Key Sparkling Water. You guys have heard this for probably 100 episodes by now, but head over to keysparklingwater.com. Use promo code TMS24 to save 20% off your first order. Pretty cool, dude. They did a lot at the Belmont like 2 weeks ago, and I've had people at softball coming up because after the game, like, we're either drinking that or whatever, and people are like, hey, can I try one? And it's been kind of a hit, like, not even fucking around, so that's been pretty cool. It's really, really good shit. I have kind of like a fitness mentor right now who used to coach at the gym that I went to, and he's been helping me out with diet and shit like that. And he actually just asked me how my partying was going, and I told him not well. But that's why I'm going to start mixing in some Key Sparkling Water with a little bit of Tito's. That's going to be my game plan for the rest of the summer. But that's Key Sparkling Water. TMS24 saves you 20% off your first order. Let's go. Let's
phone, wallet, key.
Thank you. Hell yeah, welcome to the Morning Skate, episode 332. Your host, Ked, joined by my co-host, Brownie. Brownie, I want to get ahead of this, dude. I forgot to text you. It's a pretty emotional day for me, but happy Father's Day, brother.
Oh, yeah.
How did it go?
It was good. What did I do? I worked for a little while in the morning to get ahead on this job, and then I played hockey that night because it was Father's Day.
That's not a bad day.
No.
So my dad was like the old school type where, like, if I had school or work and I was sick, like, I could be on my deathbed, dude, like throwing up, like just awful. And I'd be like, hey, I'm not going. And he's like, I didn't know I raised a pussy. And like that was my whole life. So to honor him from now until my dying day, I've decided I'm going to work every Father's Day as a big old fuck you to the old man. I miss him. But yeah, it was all right. Always kind of an emotional day, but made a little bit of overtime. I don't hate that. And it's kind of what we got going on here. But
I will say, Lori and Riley got me. They got us a very, very nice tent.
Okay,
that was my gift. Yeah,
that's a cool gift because you can use that more than once. Something that you might not buy yourself. You know what I mean? Like
the only tent I have was a 2-man tent. Me and my dog used to go camping all the time. But that was pre Lori. But now this is, I mean, she really put some thought into it. It was, you know what? Hell, what? She'll be my hero of the week. It was, she put thought into it because it has the biggest windows with the biggest like cross breeze, and it's not a rounded dome. It's more of a cabin style. So you're not just being able to stand up in the middle. I can walk across the whole thing standing up right.
Okay, that's solid.
Yeah.
I had a tent last year. I went to the rodeo, and then we went camping afterwards. And there was a huge storm. It just broke everything in half. I woke up in the morning, my tent was just in shambles. So I might need to invest in one.
It also has the poles like already in, so you just kind of go bloop and pops up.
It's perfect. How long do you think it's going to take you to set it up? To me, that's the most important part about a tent is the process of putting it up. If it's quick, awesome. If not, I don't want to go camping.
My old tent, the tent I currently have, the 2-man tent that me and my dog used to go, would take like 2 minutes. This one supposedly will take like 4 or 5. So
I'll take that, right?
Yeah, for sure. So very excited to go camping.
I'm very excited for this podcast because we definitely have some shout outs to throw the Northeastern way, which would be fun to get to. Also, Stanley Cup is almost over, thank God, because that means the draft and back to me pretending that the Rangers are ever going to win a Stanley Cup in my lifetime. So we will see. Do you want to just get going? Mea culpa?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, this is Mea Culpa, and I'm here to introduce the Morning Skates Mea Culpas with Ked and Brownie.
Take it away, buddy.
So first off, this is one that I forgot. So, we both played high school sports. I coached high school sports. I got some buddies that still coach. I just want to give a shout out to all the players and coaches at the high school level because there's no glory in it, right? And there's no...
Unless you win state, dude.
Yeah, but even then, it's a lot of those kids, that's the last time they play that sport. You know what I mean? And that's it. And there's nothing more sudden than your last loss or your last game. And so shout out to and the coaches that make like $3 an hour when you break it down. So wanted to shout out to all the high school coaches and players.
So I was on TikTok the other day and I saw this video. It's this high school kid, and what he does is he takes like a 3 to 5 second selfie of himself and his friends, and it's all their last year. So it's like last first day of school, last prom night, last senior night, last playoff game. And I was like, damn, kind of a cool way to document that, because that kid's gonna look back at that video like 20 years from now and be like,
what Riley's gonna have in terms of memories in her hand versus like what I have is like apples and oranges, right?
And like Fever Boy Rex called me the other day. He was hammered. Shout out to him. And just wanted to talk high school hockey for like half hour. And it was just like, who was your best friend your senior year? I'm like, you, dude? Like, what are you talking about, bro? But it was nice to kind of reminisce and just talk about like old times and like different players and, dude, hockey moms, hockey dads. Everybody's kind of made a difference. I mean, dude, that was fucking 15 years ago, and we're still talking about it. So it's pretty crazy.
So that was that. And then I feel bad. He was such a good guy. Mac Engel was that reporter from the Fort Worth Star Telegram that Fink and I interviewed when you were, I don't know what you were, probably on a bender. But yeah, Mac Engel, great guy. And so I did a little more digging on this Amazon Prime docuseries because we were talking about it at work.
Yes, sir.
So far it's untitled, but the show, they're actually embedded right now with the Panthers and the Oilers. There's a crew embedded with both. They're already following them, which is probably going to kick off the series next year. It'll run the entire season, and these are the players that'll be featured so far. Like this is all they've announced. Connor McDavid, Matthew Tkachuk, Jacob Trouba, Leon Draisaitl, David Pastrnak, Jeremy Swayman, Quinn Hughes, Jack Eichel, William Nylander, Philip Forsberg, and Gabriel Landeskog.
There's a lot of names on there, and there's one name that sticks out that absolutely should not be on there. Jacob Trouba is going to be a third pairing defenseman, dude.
He's the captain of the New York
dude, he's going to be fucking painting and talking about fucking butterflies and shit.
They did talk about how they wanted to have a variety of players at different points in their career. So, pretty interesting. So 2 other things. Have you heard the term shrinkflation?
No, dude.
All right. So there's this thing like corporations have kept their prices up since the pandemic. Okay. Yeah. Which is kind of an issue because there's no more pandemic and there's no more supply chain. You don't need more profits is the pushback against it. Right. So what some companies have done is they've made like your bag of chips slightly smaller at the same price, or like a pound of bacon is maybe now 11 ounces, right? So little sneaky things. And I was just like, whatever, this is just people making nonsense. You and I have talked about how I chew Bubblicious watermelon gum whenever I play hockey.
Yes.
I played hockey twice this last week. The first time I put the Bubblicious in, I was like, what the fuck? Did I miss half the piece? No. It's smaller. I'm going to have to go 1.5 pieces now to make it feel right.
No.
So shrinkflation is real.
All right.
It's real. So, and then the last one, you're going to be very happy here. The kid who works for me went up to Belknap. Belknap, is that how you say it?
Belmont, dude.
Oh, Belmont. Sorry.
Belmont.
Belmont. Belknap is a road near here. He was up there. He did hear that Tom Brady rented out a place for the race and was there for dinner. That was the only rumor he heard, but I figured you'd be happy to hear that.
Rumor has it. I do like that. You're welcome.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, let's just spin it, dude. NHL news.
You know what's funny is I kept going, Belknap doesn't sound right. I don't.
It doesn't. There is so much PWHL. Wow. All right.
They announced all their stuff in one fell swoop.
All right, we're gonna rip through this.
Yeah,
Billie Jean King MVP award, Natalie Spooner for Toronto. She also won Forward of the Year.
Yep.
Defender of the Year goes to Aaron Ambrose from Montreal. Goalie of the Year. I'm not even gonna announce that because it's fucked up.
Kristen Campbell deserves her shine.
No, she does not.
Wait, just read them because I have something to tell you at the end of these awards. Which
Kristen Campbell from Toronto.
There you go.
Rookie of the Year, which I don't agree with. Grace Zumwinkle from Minnesota. Yep. Coach of the Year, Troy Ryan for Toronto. Hockey for All Award, Maureen Murphy.
Friend of the podcast.
Yeah.
Maureen Murphy.
Award recognizes player who had the greatest impact in the community during the season. She volunteered in multiple organizations, helping elderly people deal with physical and mental health conditions with pet therapy with their dog Beans, and also volunteered at the Miriam House in Montreal, the Canadian Red Cross, and the North American Elite Girls Hockey Program. That's a lot of extracurriculars.
Yeah, good on Murph.
Forward, our first all-star team forward is Alex Carpenter. We like her, right? I think we're a fan of her. Marie Philip Plon, Natalie Spooner. Defense, Ella Shelton and Aaron Ambrose. Goaltender, Kristen Campbell. The second all-star team, Brianne Jenner, Sarah Nurse, Grace Zumwinkle. Defense, Renata Fost, kind of a sick name. Megan Keller. Goalie, Aaron Frankel, 2 claps.
That's right.
Woo! All rookie team, Emma Maltese, Alina Mueller, friend of the pod, Grace Zumwinkle. Defense, Ashton Bell, Sophie Jock, and goaltender Emma Soderberg for Boston. The awards were voted during the IIHF break at midpoint. All-star and rookie teams were after the season, as was the Hockey for All award.
So this is my only complaint about things that the PWHL has done. My only negative that I have with the league. These awards should not be voted at the midpoint of the season.
Yeah, true.
They should do it in the last week or when the first team gets eliminated or something like that.
Kind of a bizarre thing to do.
Yeah, and I think that'll probably change. It was their first year, so I'm willing to give them a mulligan on that. But yeah, so there you go.
Alrighty.
More awards.
Dallas, Jim Neal won the GM of the year for the second straight year, and the second straight year without a Stanley Cup. Dallas.
Bill's a hell of a team, dude.
Not that good. They don't have a cup. Joe Pavelski hangs him up. After 18 seasons with the San Jose Sharks in Dallas, he called it. The Wisconsin native and one-time Worcester Shark put up a stat line of 476 goals, 592 assists, 1,068 points, and 1,332 games played, 458 PIMs, and another 74, 69, and 143 in 201 playoff games. His 74 playoff goals is still the record for the most playoff goals by an American-born player. Pavelski is a 5-time All-Star and played on 2 Olympic teams. He won silver in 2010 and 2 World Championships. So shout out to Pav.
Joe Pavs, Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I don't even think twice about that. Absolutely.
No, I agree with you. You never know. So that's why I asked.
I wish he got 500 goals, though. That would have been a little bit.
Where's he at? Oh, 476.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the way he was going down the stretch, that might take him a whole season.
So I was up, and now I'm going to be brought down. David Quinn's joined the Penguins as an assistant coach. This is the first time, because whenever they hire coaches in the NHL, people are always like, oh, it's a recycle league. They shouldn't do this. What in the fuck has this guy done to have any spot in the NHL?
He had Charlie McAvoy and Jack Eichel at BU, I think, is his best thing he's ever done. I don't know.
Insane. Speaking of insane, New York Rangers signed Kaapo Kakko to a 1-year extension for $2.4 million, the same number as his qualifying offer. So think about this. Larry Brooks painted a picture like, hey,
he playing third line minutes, right?
Third line. He scored like fucking 3 goals this year.
But in the playoffs, he was in every game. He wasn't.
No, he was health bombed.
He was. Okay.
The way Larry Brooks puts it is, listen, they didn't give up on Lafreniere. Lafreniere had a good year.
Makes sense.
Okay? I'm good with that. And
$2.4 million is not a huge.
And if you want to deal him 2.4 isn't bad.
Yeah.
I wish that I lived in a life where I could score like 5 goals a season and make $2.4 million, though. That would be pretty cool. He's making $2.4 million because he was a second overall pick. That's the only reason he's making that money.
So you're saying that the scouting department messed up and he's reaping the benefits?
I don't know if they messed up. Like, he's an NHL player, but he's a third or fourth liner. That.
Well, then for a third or fourth liner, 2.4 that's the tag.
Yeah, but
for a young guy, does he kill penalties?
Yeah, but you're starting to see a lot more third and fourth lines get filled by like those AHL guys who are like the younger AHL guys that can skate and shit. I mean, look what the Lightning did before they started giving out all their fucking contracts and shit like that. They're notorious for that. Like their third and fourth liner, like these kids who make fucking league minimum that are buzzing, and the next deal they have to pay. But
does he play? Does he do penalty kill or any special teams?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, I think they try to force it. He has 0 offense to his game. It is what it is.
Okay.
This coming July, the Capitals will own Cap Friendly, just another Russian-led group trying to forcefully take what isn't theirs. That's pretty funny. I don't know why they did this.
Because they
Also,
want anything
I read some reports
that.
that like a lot of GMs were pissed about this because this is where they were getting their information.
Dude,
is there not like an Excel document that the NHL sends out?
Website. It is the best website. There is nothing better than than in the doldrums of August when there's no hockey and it seems like it's forever to go on there and be like, who's on an expiring deal that maybe the Bruins can get.
We've all been there.
Like, yeah, we've all done it. Rainy day, you're in deep on the, it's a 420, whatever you're doing.
I'm on like day 5 of my bender. It's late. I'm done watching Ben Sherratt hockey fights. I want to see who's a free agent next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Edmonton.
Wait, one more thing about this, though. I read a report. I don't know if it's true, but they're saying that as soon as the sale goes through, they have this whole model somewhere else, and they're just going to be like, oh, now it's salarycapfriendly.com, and it's going to be like, bing, here it is. Like, I think the Capitals are going to get hosed, which is always good to see.
I don't know if they get hosed, dude. What if they just do that and then they charge people a monthly subscription?
No. Cap Friendly is still there, but the people behind Cap Friendly have another website ready to go.
Okay.
So they're just going to take this money and be like, thanks, idiots. You're just paying for the name,
Edmonton, we talked last podcast about Connor McDavid chasing Wayne Gretzky for most assists in a single postseason. And in game 4, he caught the great one. He now has 32 assists in his run with at least one more game to go. Game 4 also tied the largest win margin while facing elimination in Stanley Cup Finals as the 7 goals equaled the 1918 Vancouver Millionaires, dude.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. San Jose hired Marshfield native Ryan Warofsky as their new head coach.
Yep.
So he went to Curry. My buddy went to Curry and he sent me that. Pretty cool.
Yeah, very emotional. He was a South Carolina Stingray head coach for a while. He's worked his way up the ranks through the AHL. He's like 35, I think, or 36, and he got very choked up. And Marshfield's where my wife's from, so good on Marshfield.
Good on Marshfield.
Another mass hole in the NHL.
Shocking. I'm sure. I wonder if that. What's your boy's name? Not Danny Ainge. Who's the
Marty Walsh?
Marty Walsh.
Marty.
President of Hockey Ops Doug Armstrong has signed an extension with the Blues through 2028-24, and former Blues Alexander Steen will take over as GM in 2028.
Yeah, this one is interesting to me because Alexander Steen, like, all right, buddy, well, you better study. It's weird to go from a player to a GM with no stops in between. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and for all I know, he's been the assistant GM for the last 4 years, but that's the kind of research we do.
If that's what it is, I'm sure Cronin will fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
The Florida Everblades, friend of the podcast, Josh was saying they won the Kelly Cup for the 3rd straight year. He had a goal and 17 assists for 18 points in 22 games played. Was 3rd in points and 1st in assists. Shout out to him. Good kid. Yep. Maybe we'll get him. We should try to get him on the pod this summer and talk about it. That'd be cool.
For sure, after his tour.
Patrick Laine is rumored to be looking for another fresh start and would like to move on. Heard that before.
Yeah, him and PLD. They should just put the two of them as a package deal.
The IIHF has announced the 7 finalists for Female Player of the Year, and there are some familiar faces on the list. Sandra Abstreiter, goalie for Germany, Alex Carpenter, USA, Kendall Coyne-Schofield, USA, Jenny Hurkowski from Finland, Marie-Philippe Poulin for Canada, Natalie Spooner for Canada, and Alina Mueller for Switzerland. The winner will be announced on June 17th.
Oh, today they're announcing it, yeah.
Calgary started to kick the Flames while they're down, but there was a 5-year period in which Calgary drafted Johnny Gaudreau, Sean Monahan, Sam Bennett, Rasmus Anderson, Matthew Tkachuk, and Adam Fox. Plus, they traded for Dougie Hamilton, and it still all went to shit. Poetic, Brownie.
That's tough, man. That is tough. When I saw that group, I was like, Jesus. It's an all-star team.
Mm-hmm.
And then an all-star team with Doug Hamilton.
Yeah, he's at the museum being a fucking weirdo. The Calgary Tower was lit up blue and orange on Monday, 6/10 for Action Anxiety Day, and released a statement emphasizing that it was for no other reason whatsoever. We got to love our neighbors to the north and all across the province, but no, never. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. Stay hot, Calgary.
All right, so Stanley Cup final time. I gotta make this a little bit bigger. 1 second. There we go.
All right, go ahead, buddy.
Game 2, Florida won 4-1. Edmonton scratched Cody Ceci and Corey Perry in favor of Vincent Desharnais and Sam Carrick. It worked for a little while. Edmonton had the first lead of the series when Matthias Ekholm scored midway through the first, but then it was all Florida. Nico Mikkola, fuck him, tied it up in the second, and then the Cats blew it open in the third. Evan Rodriguez, fuck him, scored twice, and Aaron Ekblad added an empty netter to ice it. Edmonton only had 19 shots on goal. Bobrovsky had a 947 save percentage, while Florida had 28 on Stuart Skinner, 893 for him.
I will say that Evan Rodriguez, when he was a free agent, there was like 2 teams talking to him. That was it.
I don't like him.
He's a good player, man.
Game 3 of the series shifted to Canada, and the song remained the same. Florida won 4-3. Sam Reinhart scored late in the first to give Florida the lead. Did you hear the goal call?
Of that one?
Yeah. Dude, he is fucking awful. Is it Sean McDonough? Who does the ESPN one?
Yeah, it's McDonough.
He's like, in front, and he scores. Like, it was literally like that. Dude, it was awful.
Do like McDonough, though. I do like him.
Hate him. Out on him.
Oh, no.
Warren Fogle tied it up early in the second. Then it was all Florida to close out the middle frame as Vladimir Tarasenko, Sam Bennett, Alex Barkov all notched goals. Florida looked to have this game in hand, leading 4-1 heading into the third. Philip Broberg gets the Oils on the board. Then Ryan McLeod put Edmonton within 1, but it was not enough. Florida hung on to win. Huge play by Aaron Ekblad as he tied it puck up in the Florida zone with 3 Oilers fighting him for possession for roughly about 45 seconds at the end of regulation. I fucking get rock hard when players do that, dude. I love that shit.
We were my buddies from high school. We were texting. I just kept going, man minutes.
Yeah, dude. Stuart Skinner, 19 saves, 826, and Bobrovsky, 32 saves, 914. In Game 4, must-win situation, Edmonton did just that and more as they absolutely waxed Florida 8-1. Matthias Janmark scored shorthanded in the first, and it was all gas, no break for the Oil. Adam Henrique scored what would eventually be the game winner just before the midpoint of the period. Vladimir Tarasenko scored the only goal for Florida, and then Dylan Holloway answered back for Edmonton to end the first with a 3-1 Edmonton lead. Big save to keep momentum for Edmonton was Skinner on Carter Verhaeghe on a 2-1 in the first period. Score was 2-1 at the time. If that goes in for Florida and they tie it up, who knows? Hockey's about momentum. We all know that.
Yeah, that was a huge, low-key, huge play. I mean, it's going to get lost in an 8-1 win, but that was a massive. Right now, Kenton's going, fuck yeah, bro. That was a massive play. And he also made a ridiculous save on Tkachuk late when the game was already out of hand. But anything to give Florida feeling good about that, Skinner shut the door. Sorry, go ahead. I interrupted you.
You're good, dude. The score, Connor McDavid and Darnell Nurse both scored early in the second. That was all she wrote for Sergei Bobrovsky. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins added a power play goal later in the second off of Anthony Stolarz. But game's all Edmonton. In the third, Dylan Holloway and Ryan McLeod each scored, but the game was over once Bob was pulled. Only 3 players dressed for Edmonton didn't register a point. Stuart Skinner was excellent with 32 saves and a 970 percentage. Bobrovsky let 5 goals in on 16 shots. It's a 688, while Stolarz let in 3 goals on 19. That's an 842. As McDavid said after the game, we got to go to Florida and do a job and drag them back to Alberta. McDavid looked sick with the playoff beard, by the way. Yeah, he looked like he just came out of the woods.
Yeah, McDavid is they're saying, like, if this woke him up, you know, maybe, I don't know, but I'm back and forth on this because I honestly believe that an 8-1 shellacking is better than a 2-1 nail biter loss. And I think that Florida is just going to be like, whatever, it's over. And that's why once the game was out of hand, there were no scrums. There was nothing. They were just like, whatever, let's just get through this and go.
It'll be interesting to see if Edmonton can win Game 5 because then we have
Edmonton. I'll tell you right now, Edmonton wins Game 5 and everybody on Florida's roster, their fucking buttholes will be puckering after that because then you're going back to Edmonton. You know, I mean, right now, Florida's still pretty comfortably in charge of this, I would say. And who knows if the delay and all the bullshit flying out had any impact, you know, not the first game, but the second game, you know, they're dragging, who knows? But I mean, Bobrovsky, doesn't he drop like 20 pounds a game and then puts it all back, right? Doesn't something crazy he does?
Must be fucking nice, dude.
It's all water weight, but he drops down. Maybe 20 is an exaggeration, but he loses a significant amount of weight in water every game, and he's like almost at the point of getting IVs afterwards. So who knows how it affects him? But yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, that's what, tomorrow night, Thursday night. When is it?
I think so. It's probably tomorrow night.
Wednesday night, right? Yeah. Wait, Tuesday? What's today? Today's Monday? We're doing
Bobrovsky does lose 15 to 20 pounds of body weight per game.
There you go.
All
so
right.
They play tomorrow night, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get pucks deep, dude.
Oh. All right, dump and change. RIP to Jerry West of the NBA. quote, the logo of the league, who passed away at age 86. West was an NCAA champ with West Virginia University before joining the Lakers of the NBA. He was part of the 1960 Team USA group that won gold before going on to a 14-year pro career. He was an all-star every year in the league and was voted 12 times onto the first or second team All-NBA teams. He won one title as a player and is the only player in NBA history to be voted a Finals MVP while on the losing team. Once his playing career ended, he coached LA for 3 seasons, making the playoffs all 3, before moving to the front office as a GM. The Lakers won 6 NBA championships, and West won GM of the Year twice, once with the Lakers and then once with the Grizzlies, who he got into their first ever playoff berth. He later won 2 more titles with the Golden State Warriors as a consultant. So rest in peace. Have you ever heard of Ernest Shackleton, the explorer? No.
No.
So the
Sick
last
name,
ship, what?
Sick name though.
So the last ship of famed Antarctic explorer Sir Ernest Shackleton has been found off the coast of Labrador, Canada, 62 years after it went missing. The Quest was found using sonar scans and is currently sitting on the deck some 1,280 feet deep. There's a great book if you're ever looking for a book to read, or anybody out there, because I feel like I'm talking to the wrong person with this. There's a great book about his explorations called Endurance that was published in 2015. So they got ice locked, these explorers exploring Antarctic, and they got out of the boats, and then they went over 800 miles on foot in the Antarctic without knowing where they were going. Crazy, crazy story of what they went through and did.
I would have stayed back. I'll hold the fort down.
Tom Brady was inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame, and they sold out Foxborough Stadium last Wednesday, and Jay-Z opened up the festivities for a bunch of disinterested white people watching the thing. I felt bad for Jay-Z, actually. Joey Chestnut is out at the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Chestnut signed an endorsement deal with Impossible Foods, who's a competitor of Nathan's, and no one who is endorsed by another wiener brand is allowed in the contest, which is obviously sponsored by Nathan's. But I did see something that Joey Chestnut and Kobayashi, the other guy who always wins, who had to retire, the two of them might be doing a pay-per-view like right down the road instead, head-to-head, for once and for all.
1v1.
Yeah, exactly. Jacksonville Jaguars have signed quarterback Trevor Lawrence to a 5-year, $275 million extension. $200 million is guaranteed, and at signing, he got $142 million.
It's pretty nice.
It's insane. So this is the biggest story that I wanted you to hear. This is the best, dude. I know you love these. So here's weird numbers in sports. The Celtics are playing right now. They won their last title on they're playing tonight 6/17/24. They won their last title on 6/17/2008. Boston area code is 617. Since that time, the Celtics have lost some icons: Bill Russell, John Havlicek, Sam Jones, and Bill Walton. Their numbers: Russell is 6, Havlicek is 17, Jones is 24, today's date. And Bill Walton is 5, and tonight's game 5. Pretty sick.
That's fucking spooky.
I knew you'd like that. I was telling Lori, and she's like, what are you talking about basketball for? I'm like, Ked loves these numbers ones.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. So, and the Celtics are, I think they're up right now. I have it on here. Yep, they're up by 3. So, looks like they got them. Right? It's always decided in the first quarter for basketball.
Pretty much, yeah. Rangers, I have nothing. Bruins, I'm assuming we have nothing.
No, not really.
Northeastern, dude. Let's announce it.
All right. So, the PWHL draft was Monday night. And
how many teams are there in the league? There's 6 teams.
6 right now. Yep.
Okay.
Megan Carter drafted to Toronto, round 2, pick 12.
Pretty late.
No, well, you remember, this is not building the team. This is fitting in pieces, right?
Oh, buddy, she'd be number 1 for me. Easy. Okay.
Gwyneth Phillips was drafted to Ottawa in round 3, pick 14. She was the first goalie drafted in this year. And then Katie Noel was drafted to Mini in round 7, pick 39.
Fucking right, so, Katie. Hell yeah.
All 3 of them. Yep, all 3 of them. I have confirmed that Katie will come on the pod and tell us about her draft experience. I don't know where the other 2 are at this time, but If they're around, I'm sure she'll grab them. Tristan Thompson, the latest recruit to sign with Northeastern, who we knew about her last week, but I didn't get the skinny from Carp yet. She's a 6'2" defender. Talk about long.
Yeah.
That is like a radar sweep with that stick. Carp said she's physical, an excellent skater, and while she may be the nicest kid you'll ever meet off the ice, once she gets on skates, she flips the switch.
I like that.
So it sounds like there's a little bit of nasty in Tristan's game, so good on that. That should be nice. I see her paired with Lily Jovetic. That's going to be a lot of snarl right there, man. And then Petty Wars winner. Why do you, if you come for the king or the queen in this instance, you best not miss. Minnesota State Hockey posted that they had the most wins in college hockey over the last 5 years at 134. Northeastern responded with, actually, the most wins in college hockey over the last 5 years is 144. Your Northeastern Huskies. I guess Minnesota forgot about women's hockey altogether and Hockey East, which sounds like a lot like the Midwest way of doing things when they only think about the Midwest.
I hate Midwest people.
So they made this whole big thing that the most wins in college hockey, and Northeastern was like, wait a minute. So I thought that was great. Love the petty. I love those ones when they do that.
Hell yeah, dude.
So there you go. That's it for Northeastern.
All right, and then we have Beer League, brought to you by Beauty Unis.
Beauty Unis.
Beauty Unis. Did we do the Boston Bruins jersey yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Because now I'm thinking we might have done it but I don't think we did, so I wouldn't worry about it. All right, so Beer League.
So that was a glimpse. That was a glimpse inside Ked's head for everybody.
It was
watching.
a lot. So Beauty Unis, check those guys out. I'm gonna put them on the ticker. Superior quality jerseys, complete hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. Custom logos and designs. Don't look away. Look the part.
Look the part.
So Brownie, break it down,
me.
dude. You're going international, man.
Oh yeah. Beer League. Yeah. We leave Thursday morning. Shout out Bill. Bill is driving the van. I'm his navigator, and Fitzy and Sid are convoying with us. We're gonna make a run for Buffalo, where we're gonna hopefully hook up with the Knowles, and they're gonna show us the ins and outs. Ooh, that's a nice one. They're gonna show us the ins and outs of Buffalo.
Wait, you're hanging out with the Knowles?
Yeah, I gotta text them, and they said, yeah, if we're around, they'll show us, and they're gonna show us where to go.
Cool.
I gotta get we gotta get, and there were, and Danny Knoll was telling me about some kind of food. He explained it to me twice, and I was looking at Katie, and she was like shaking her head like, you don't want to eat that.
Garbage plate, maybe?
No, it's not that. It's some kind of beef thing. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember, but it sounded like I was like, I don't know if I want to eat this, then have another 3 hours in the car. So I figure I can get Fitzy or Sid to do it. So.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, that's we go up Thursday morning, and I'll be back Sunday night.
That's gonna be so much fun, dude. I'm so jealous of you.
Yeah,
like that's gonna be sick.
Yeah, maybe I'll do some stuff on the old story there.
That'll be fucking cool, dude.
Yeah.
God damn, that's fucking cool. All right, well, good luck to you, dude.
Thank you. I like these jerseys.
Your team has done this before, right?
This team I went up with once, but I've personally been up, I think, like 5 or 6 times.
How is the quality of hockey?
It's good. They do a very good, this league, which will not be named, does a very good job about balancing it. It's very rare you see like a 6-1 or an 8-2 game.
No
usually it's 3-2, 3-1, 4-2, stuff like that. They're usually
like that's pretty good for a team so spread out from each other.
For teams, yeah. I know. I think I saw a schedule. I think we play a team from New York, a team from New Jersey, and a team from Cleveland, maybe, or Detroit. I don't remember the third one, but I do know we play Friday at 3, Saturday at 9, and then Saturday at 1. Those are our 3 games. And then if we win, we get a couple more. So you can
bring home a ship, dude.
Yeah, play as many as 5. Be good.
Hell yeah, dude. That's exciting, man. I'm pumped for you.
Yeah,
trying to figure out what league I'm playing in this year. I might be putting a team together. I'll keep you guys updated on that. I think I'm gonna. Now I'm on days. I didn't play last year because I was on nights. Now I'm on days. Right. I need to play. But I need to figure out what league I'm going to be in. So I got to do some research. And then Beauty Unis jersey of the week, the Boston Bruins. I mean, these are sick.
This is spelled Brew, BREW''NS. Got a couple of cheers and frosty mugs clicking, and it's the brown and gold from the
Old
I think
jerseys.
the 20s. I believe is when
So
that
I'm shocked you don't have one of these jerseys.
I don't, but I think this looks super clean. I don't like the Bruins one with that. I don't like that bear that they have on that one.
No, but like your beer league team, I feel like this would be.
I wonder if they're not if the leagues crack down this because everybody would be wearing Bruins colors. Well, we can't all be black and gold, so they might just let no one be black and gold. I don't know.
Well, I think they look good, dude.
Oh, that's sharp. Yeah, I like those. Yeah, and then I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. This is probably because this is unique enough that they might be able to get away with this for home and away.
Good call, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of color on that too. So yeah, you're probably right.
Shout out to my buddy Seth. Seth used to run a team I played on, and it was like bright gold, the jerseys. And he's like, no, we're just going one jersey. We're the gold team.
Like
it was just great. Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
All right.
No, so I like these. Do we know anything about this team or anything?
I'm assuming they're from Boston.
No, yeah, I know, but they could be a bunch of expats. It could be a bunch of Bruins Boston guys that live in Kansas or something.
It's a dream of mine to play on a beer league team with like Rangers jerseys. Obviously not actual Rangers jerseys, but like their colors. I think that'd be sick.
What would be sick is if you were living in Nashville still and you found a bunch of New York guys that all lived down there and wanted to play, and then you were, see what I'm saying? Where I'm like,
there was one time I was like opening face off down there when I still lived there, and some kid came up to me and he's like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "Hey, dude." He's like, "I haven't seen you in a while." I'm like, "Okay." And I had no idea who he was, but he was from Glens Falls, which is like 25 minutes where I'm at. I was like, "Oh, damn!" A lot of
you guys
people
play against each other in like high school or something.
I didn't keep talking to him. I think I was kind of in one at that point, but I just thought it was kind of interesting. But the reason why I brought up, I need to figure out what league I'm going to do, what team I'm going to do. Beer league debate. It's not really a debate. I guess it is kind of debate. How do you form your beer league team? Like what type?
I thought we were going to do the warm up.
You want to know what? Mea culpa, dude. Your beer league game day. Like, tell me.
Well,
so we're bringing this up because Matt Kachuk has a weird warm up. I don't know if you saw it yet.
I did.
Fucking weird.
Well, I think you know what it is. I think it's Tai Chi.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Tai Chi this, dude. I don't know. But what's like your typical beer league game day like? Let's just kind of assume that are we working that day or not working that day?
Oh my God. So my approach has changed drastically now that I work for myself and I'm no longer an office drone. When I was like a sales guy, I'd be nowhere to be found from like 3:30 on. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gonna go home, I'm gonna take a nap, all that. Now I rush into the rink as like, the Zamboni's finishing up. And like last night I walked in and the puck drop was supposed to be at 8:00. I think I walked in at 7:58. I was like, "What's up, fellas? I'm here." So it's very different now. As you get older, other priorities take precedent. I like to have something to eat, but I don't want to eat within like an hour of going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like to have Arizona iced tea, one of those.
Mm-hmm.
On the ride to the game because I don't typically play that close to the house. I like to tape my stick at the rink. We've talked about that, and then when I go out, I like to do 3 half laps in my own end. I don't do the full. I like to do 3 half laps in my end and then stretch. And I typically will not shoot on the goalie. I just like to stick handle in the neutral zone a little bit, maybe flip some pucks off the glass in the neutral. That's about it. But I very rarely shoot on the goalie in warmups.
I feel like my game day changes in terms of like if it's a summer day or if it's a winter day. Summer hockey back when I was younger, it was fucking sick. Like we would all meet up at like a Stewart's or something like that. Put all the bags in one car. Everybody grab a tin. Everybody grab an energy drink, maybe a couple sodas.
Yeah.
Get in the car. Blast like Rihanna and Avicii the whole fucking way there. Laugh about what had happened earlier in the day or in the week or like what girl was fucked up at the bar, whatever it would be, right? And then you get to the rink, you walk in, my stick would already be taped. Hang out a little bit. Sometimes I it's kind of a weird thing, but I like to be in the locker room, and I'd like to just do like a quick walk around the rink, like just like a quick lap. Just a quick lap. Get in there, get dressed. Make sure that I like being one of the first ones on the ice for warm-ups. I don't really like coming on late. Kind of do my thing. Try to hit crossbar. If I hit crossbar, I get right off the fucking ice. That kind of shit. Same kind of stretches. You got to make sure you stretch, especially now that I'm fucking old. Now, if it's winter, I feel like it's a little bit different. Like it's more business than it is summer. Like summer, I feel like summer hockey's more fun, where winter hockey is more like a bit like a business trip. I don't know why, but it just kind of feels that way. Winter, you get there, I still do my little lap, but everything's taped and it's literally just all hockey. But that also might have been the league that I was playing in. Last time I played with my buddy Nemo, so we would like carpool and shit. But I mean, we're older now, so like back in the day, it was like let's get fucked up. Now it's like okay, like let's behave a little bit. So I think it depends. I am really fucking excited to play hockey this.
Oh, dude, I used to have to end. I like to have a song playing the same one that I got to the rink, while going, stuff like that. I still won't leave the locker room ahead of the goalie. I still won't do that.
I'm going to try to get. I've been trying to get Thorpe and Clapp to fucking commit to it. I think I can get Dave. Thorpe probably won't, but I think I can get some people in on the team this year. I know enough people around the area. And I don't really want to play like a super competitive league. Like I kind of just want to play in a league where like we have fun, we show up, we have some beers, we win 8-1 and we go home.
So I will tell you this. One time with my buddy Rob, we did we made a league. What we did is we got it was 20. It was 20 guys. We got 20 guys to commit. And we made 2 teams, 10 and 10, right? Wait, no, that's too many. No, that's right. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. 2 lines. So it was 10 and 10. We had 20 guys commit. And then once we hit 20, no one else can't go this. And it would be best of 3. And then if you wanted to get on the next round of 3, you could. But this 20 was for this round of 3. And we made the teams as even as we could. And we kept stats. We hired scorekeeper, a guy to do the buzzer, and refs. Everybody chipped in for the ice and all that. And this one had an office job, so I was able to keep track of everything. Yeah. But we played best of 3 series. It was great, and we'd everybody would kick in, like, let's say the total for everything was $50. We'd ask everybody for 55, and that last 5 would cover beers and food, and we'd have a barbecue after every game.
I love that.
Yeah, it was great. We did that for I want to say like a whole summer, but then of course there's always guys that are like, texting me, like, hey, Brownie, you missed my 2 assists I got. And I'm like, dude, the fuck is wrong with you? But
it's not that fucking serious, bud.
Oh, there was a guy there last night. Well, since we're on beer league. So last night I got asked to play against a beginner team, right? These guys are a new team to the league and they want guys that are better, but they want guys that won't play like dicks, right? So when I walked in the rink, the guy who runs the beginner team, he was like, hey, Brownie, thanks for coming. He goes, I'm going to ask you, you haven't done this in a while. I want you to tone it way down. Take like every third shift off. Let them get the puck. Give them the shot. I'm like, yeah, man, don't worry about it. Like I played, it was an hour plus. I had 1 shot on net. It's because I picked off a pass and Gary dropped it to me. So I was in the slot all alone. No one within 10 feet of me. I was like, I have to shoot. Yeah. But there was a guy on our team who first he ran some kid into the end boards. I mean, there was 4 refs on the ice because they were training refs too, right? He ran some kid to the end boards and then he argued the call. And the ref was like, that could have been a cross check. It could have been a rough. It could have been boarding. It could, like a whole bunch of things. Like, shut up and get in the box. Then he's barking at the team and he's waving to him. I'm like, we got on the bench and I was like, bro, like, what is wrong with you? And so I said something to him like, hey, take it easy, whatever. Then again, I said something to him and he's like, that's the second time you told me to take it easy. I go, well, it's not my fault. You're fucking stupid. I don't know what the fuck. Oh yeah. And then he got dressed real quick and left. And everybody, he was like, see you guys. See ya. And it was like, cricket. Yeah. Just like, fuck off, guy. Like superhero fucking hardo. God, I can't stand guys like that.
Dude, I'm fired up. I like talking about this. I just got way more excited about this coming year. And we'll have to do jerseys through Beauty Unis. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I bet you I can have them make morning skate jerseys, but with like Rangers colors.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe I'll do that. That could be kind of cool. And then, so that's on my list. The other thing on my list is, I doubt it's announced yet, but I want to make sure that we're good for that Lake Placid tournament. I need to figure that
I've never been there.
Oh, it's fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah.
It's a really, really, really good time. So,
well, listen, I already have someone ready to cover my plow route in case I go anywhere this winter. So,
fuck yeah, dude. That'll be sick. We got to see the sooner I get the date, maybe, dude, it'd be really cool if we get Carp to come out and play.
He said he would.
Yeah, as long as they don't have hockey or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
All right,
Carp said he would. I can reach out to Alina.
Yeah, right, dude. Can you imagine?
Oh, by the way, she said she'd. I was texting with her. She's in Switzerland right now, but she's down to come on.
Cool.
Talk about the first year of the PETA.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's get her on the pod.
She was like, "Oh, I'm on vacation right now." I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry to bother you." And she sent me a video because, of course, she's biking, and she sent me some video of this little bucolic countryside where she lives in the river, and I'm like, "Good Lord, why would you ever want to come here?"
Right?
Yeah, gorgeous. Absolutely.
That's what we have for the pod. I love a 45-minute pod, Brownie.
I know. You'd be very happy. Yeah. And the Celtics, currently people are watching upstairs because the limit in our house is reached on Fubo. So I got shut out down here. They must be, they're watching something independently of each other upstairs, apparently.
So there's 3 shows that I'm watching right now. Might as well break this down. I haven't, Shoresy hasn't been released to Hulu, but I can find a streaming.
Go ahead.
I'm streaming the ones from Crave or whatever. Season so far is pretty good. I think there's only been like 4 episodes out. I've watched all 4 of those. The Boys came out Friday. I haven't started yet because I am in the weeds with How I Met Your Mother. Have you ever seen that show?
Oh my God. Seriously?
I haven't seen it in forever, and it's just one of those things where it's on and I just think it's funny.
It is funny, but yeah. All right.
That's where I'm at. So.
Well, the Boys, we were talking about it today. I'm not watching. So they come out on Thursdays, and after Thursday there'll be 4 episodes out. And if we have a game Friday at 3 and a game Saturday morning at 9, we're just going to probably barbecue Friday night. No one's going to go after it. Yeah. So my plan is to partake in some of the local Canadian Herbalife and go to my hotel room and watch the Boys. So that's my plan for Friday night.
All right, maybe next podcast.
Bringing my laptop with me.
So how many episodes have been out so far?
3, and there'll be 1 out Thursday.
Okay.
But I did just watch Your Honor on Netflix. It was good, really good. Right. Bryan Cranston. Oh, well, I was going to tell you, I saw this thing. I don't know if it's true. I hadn't researched it enough in time for the pod. I guess there's like a Shoresy thing they're bringing to Toronto and to Boston.
I saw that.
And I got to look because there's like MVP packages and stuff. And I'm like, I'd be able to get at least someone for the podcast if I can get into this.
Dude,
MVP
that'd be
thing.
sick.
So I got to look into it and see if I can get one of my buddies to go with me.
I don't know.
And I'll be like, hey, I know RA's on the show and Spit and Chicklets will be all over it, but hey, you got your feelings hurt? Is Spit and Chicklets didn't ask you to come on? Why don't you come on the morning skate?
Sure. Good call.
Hey, Jared, come on, buddy.
I would love to interview that guy. He's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
That's what we have. Anything else?
No. As always, Jerome, I'll be in Toronto this weekend, buddy. You want to go to Smoothie King or something? We can go. Me and Jerome at Smoothie King. Imagine. Can you
imagine?
It'd be something. That would be something.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We will talk to you next week. Hopefully, Brown will have a championship or a gold medal or something. So, you guys take it easy. Maybe we'll have a Stanley Cup winner by the time we talk to you next. We'll figure it out. But until then, thank you guys for tuning in, and we hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.